You smell that? That's fire. Roll it up, lock it in. You're in the hole now. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Real ones only, now you already know. Jokes too raw, that's how we roll. Welcome to the madness, this fit got soul. That'll roast your whole soul. Might bring the farm gas straight from the phone. This ain't no safe stream, this a wild zone. Where your witness finally feels at home. We smoke loud, talk real, no sugar on top. Life's messy, we just make it hot. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Cannabis kings with the comedy flow. Game night giveaways, burn it slow. ain't fake, it's the realest show.
What up? Sorry about the connection failure, y'all. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are we doing today? Fill me in. Tell me about your lives. Cannabis Kings with the comedy flow. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know if y'all could hear me all right. Jenna! What's up? You cannot hear anything? I cannot hear you all right. Are you fucking with me, lady?
You're a jerk! You're a jerk!
What up, John? Wrong button. What up, Frankie? Where am I going? I went into work for a few hours. Just heading home now. Heading home. You're in. But what up, though? Brenda! Get me in a t-shirt. Yeah. I was sweating. I was in a hoodie. I had to take that shit off. Shauna, what's up? How's everybody dealing with that cold today? Let me know if the music is too loud. Hello.
What got you thinking about bears?
Hold on. My music's cutting you out. What'd you say?
What's got you thinking about bears shitting?
I was watching another one of them man versus bear debates.
Fuck.
The one girl, they asked her, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? And she said bear. And he asked why, and she said, I kind of just want to hang out with a bear. You're fucking idiot.
Yeah, not too smart. You know what a bear wants to do with you? Is what you said I.
Wants to eat your booty. Everybody hit that like button a couple of 100 times if you don't mind. Get them shares out, tell your friends.
Where are you at?
I went into work for a little bit. Heading home now. I only worked for about an hour and a half yesterday. On my way to work, I was feeling sick, and I ended up throwing up at work and passed out in my truck for a couple hours.
That's what you
So
said.
I went in. I had to go in to finish the project I started yesterday. What up, Yellow? It's WST.
What's up, yellow guy? What's up, cool guy?
Cool guy. What was your question? I didn't see it. What's WSP? Or ESP? I don't know what you're talking about. How am I going to respond? I don't know your abbreviations. All right, cool guy. We'll catch you later. Sorry, we didn't spoil you with attention. Sorry, we didn't spoil you with attention. I know you YouTubers are very needy. Heading home before the snowstorm.
Yeah.
I'm heading home before the snowstorm too.
It's kind of fucked up. It's only supposed to get up into like teens today, right?
Mm-hmm.
But tonight it's going to get up to 32.
That's fucking nuclear. Wait, that doesn't make sense. When the sun goes down, it gets warmer.
Yep. At like 2 in the morning is going to be the warmest part of the day. And it gets cold during the day, and then it warms up at night.
What up, Sean?
What's up, Sean?
We're going to be up in the 80s tomorrow.
It's going to be fucking cold here. We got like a week of it not getting out of the teens. It's going to be snow and then freezing rain tomorrow. Like tomorrow night, it's going to turn into freezing rain. And that's why it's going to stop freezing rain, because it's going to get up to 32 degrees at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's
Yeah. You know, I'd say I hate snow, but I would take snow over freezing rain any day. Everything turned into ice is just bullshit.
have trees falling and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. And that's what it did when I went up to Pennsylvania a couple of weeks ago. It fucking freezing rain for 2 days straight. I drove up there to fucking sit in the house.
Good times.
Yeah.
You should have played your mom's chicken games.
I didn't find it until the last day I was there. Well, no, it wasn't the last day. It was the Saturday before I left. Because I should have got it out and taken a video of all the kids playing with it, because I found it at my birthday party when all the kids were there.
No shit. You should be like, let's play.
What up, Leonard? Diane, what's up?
I wonder, I have a question. If you had a video of kids playing that game, would you get flagged for exploitation?
I would report the video.
But it's advertised as it's a game for all ages.
I didn't look at what the age restriction was. That'd be funny if it was 18 and older.
What's up, Brenda? What's up, Yuri Sedano? What's up, Diane? What's up, everybody?
The Georgia folks are fixing to get a hell of a storm. Yeah, that's why I'm glad I'm not in Georgia. It's funny that the whole fucking country has like a wave of snow going by, and then Florida is in the red, like heat. Like right at the Florida line, it cuts off. Which I think part of the panhandle is going to get some too, but
yeah, it's gonna be fun for the next week.
yeah. How long is it supposed to snow?
It's only supposed to snow and freeze and rain for 24 hours, pretty much. For tonight into the morning, like morning hours, it's supposed to start snowing. Actually, it's not even that much now, because it's not supposed to start till like later in the morning now. It's like 6 or 7 in the morning. It's going to start, and then it's supposed to stop at like 2 in the morning.
It's a whole day of just shit falling out of the sky.
Here in Maryland. Like in the middle of the country, I'm sure it's more. You know what I mean? Where the storm is moving.
Yeah. Yeah, Kentucky, Tennessee.
The good thing about where I'm at is it's kind of starting there, and then it's moving upward and away from us. You know what I mean? Like it's right over Maryland, and it gets up into New England and New York and shit like that.
About noon tomorrow, it'll stop at misery. At about noon, it'll put you out of your misery.
Yeah. Need more light in here. No shit. Where's your son, Shauna? Fuck. Not much. And Bean's gone. It's still misery, just no more snow. Yeah, I don't like the snow or the cold. I need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, so he's up where Bean lives. Or where Bean's from. Man, there's no light in this room. It's never this bad.
My fucking coworker's calling me to tell me we had a funky smell in the office and couldn't figure out what it was. I just left and he called me and he's like, I found the smell. Like, what was it? He's like, coffee pot was burning the coffee that was in the pot. And he's like, I don't know how long it was on. I'm like, fuck, last time we made coffee was like Monday. Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking put that somewhere that it's like next to the time clock or some shit. It smelled good. Just couldn't figure out what it was.
Burning coffee.
It was that Arabica.
What's up, Waylon?
Hello?
Yeah, I was trying to get you to really bite into that. We were trying to start a fake feud that night, Waylon, but you didn't buy it.
I'll send you the link quick, Waylon.
He's working on it.
Actually, I should go unsend that message with your fucking demanding comment.
Fucking cold.
Yeah. I was just about to say I'm sweating. I think I'm sick though. Like whatever happened yesterday and then today I don't got a headache, I don't feel nauseous, but like my body feels weak and I'm sweating fucking molasses.
Got that COVID. You got that thing, man.
Honestly, yesterday that's what I thought. Like the way that I was feeling, like my balance was off, the fucking room was spinning.
Sick.
What'd you say? Come up saying dick? What?
You're definitely sick.
Oh. It sounded like you're like,
Dick sick. My dick's sick. Oh, man.
Hearing people in the boxes, I was trying to get you all riled up and start trying to start a fake feud between us.
Well,
you know
already a feud. Why do we need to start a fake one? Bean, you're stuck. You're like,
His phone keeps shitting out on. He must be back home going in his Wi-Fi.
dipping in. He's slipping it in the Wi-Fi. Didn't have enough lube. Seems kind of rough. Now it looks like you're smoking a Cruella de Vil fucking cigarette with like the long stem thing, the holder.
With an ash on it.
It's Aunt Bean, great Aunt Bean, with her cigarettes like fucking the Simpsons, the ants in the Simpsons.
Like Marge's sisters.
Yeah, you never know. Like they have names, but who knows what they are?
Stella. One is Stella. What's the other one? What are their names? I think one of them is Stella, isn't it?
I don't know. Luis, Stella and Luis, isn't that's a movie or something?
You gotta look it up now. You gotta look up.
Hey Google.
It's Thelma.
Hey Google.
I can look
Shut
it
your
up.
fucking mouth.
Oh. He needs us to be quiet, man, so he can ask Google something. He said.
No, he was telling Google who's boss, so he does that every time.
He's like, "You two shut your fucking mouths. I got to talk to my friend Google."
When the AI uprising happens, Bean's the first one dead. They're gonna attack him first for the way he
After the way she like cut me off the other day, I think that she's definitely mad. I was trying to ask what the weather was, or no, what time it was in Ireland, or no, what the temperature was in like Ireland or some shit like that. And I was like, "Hey Google, what's the temperature?" Huh?
It was time.
Was it time? I was like, what's the time in? And right away it was like, it told me the time here. It didn't let me finish my sentence. Like, dude, let me finish my sentence. Hey Google, what's the time in? And it cut me off again. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's just sick of my shit. Like, yeah, just shut the fuck up. You ain't going nowhere, so why do you need to know? Just fucking, it's 4:00 where you're at. Shut the fuck up.
It just makes things up. It knows. Like it can't. Like it really could eventually be able to like know whether we're bullshitting or whether we really need to do something, and it can just act accordingly.
Why does my phone remember on that? It's dimming. There it is.
I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you remember I got into an accident in my parking lot?
What's that?
You remember a few months ago I got into an accident right here in my parking lot? I was backing into my spot and the lady like cut me off and hit me. It literally. So I was trying to back into my spot and a lady cut behind me and smashed into my fucking back end. It literally just almost happened again with the same lady. Like, I pulled forward, put it in reverse, look that way, go to start reverse, and look that way again. Here she comes flying. Like slammed on my brakes. Like
it's Patty and Selma. Isn't that what I said, Selma? Is that what I said, or did I say something that sounded?
I think it was close, but
no cigar. What are we talking about?
Marge's sisters.
On The Simpsons. And Homer's dad's name was Abraham, wasn't it? Abe?
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Huh?
What's up, Larry?
Say again?
Well, that sucks. I gotta Got a hard decision to make.
I got this. Hey, Smitty.
Do you have any pets, Mess?
Nope.
Did you ever?
Just the
Never,
kids he keeps in the basement.
Yeah, got tired of having them die on me, so I quit having them.
Yeah, that is a thing. It's a thing
You
I'm thinking
outlive
about
all your
now.
pet.
Yeah,
You always outlive your pets, so like it's just something else to die on you. So what's the point, in my opinion?
well, you could always get like a Galapagos turtle that
Yeah.
lives 120 years or whatever.
Well,
Unless
that's
unless you
honestly
get
that's
a
why I
nice
don't
storm and the power goes out and it gets cold.
like. It might sound cold of me, but when people's pets die and they're like all broken up about it, like, and they come to me for like some kind of sympathy, I just don't got it. Like,
I just
you
say
knew this
care,
was
you
gonna
know.
happen. You bought it
Right.
knowing this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
It depends on the situation though. Like if it was a pet that got hit by a car, like that'd be pretty sad. Or a pet
that's a
that,
little different. But when it's
or
like
maybe
natural at the age that the pet normally lives to, like, you bought the
that's not that
ticket with the
common though.
understanding.
Like people, like our pets are as unhealthy as us because of the food we've given them, and so we end up with these pets that have medical conditions, and then a lot of people do, and then you end up going, oh, they died too soon, and then you
Yeah.
have the same death that would have happened a couple years later, but then we in our heads think, oh, it was wrong or whatever. It's not.
Well, you didn't have the time to mentally prepare for it. Like, but
Maybe, yeah.
still, when people get all broken up about a 16-year-old fucking dog, that's like,
Right.
you should have been through your mourning.
Right. I mourn for them as puppies. Like, yeah, you're gonna die
Yeah.
soon, bud.
You got a good 12 years in you, and
I read a story the other day about a dog that had this. Its owner created a touchpad way for it to talk to the owner. Like it had these buttons to say things, like I want outside and shit like that, right? But it got so intricate that they found out that this dog was depressed. Like he saw himself in the mirror and asked, "Who's that?" And they told him that it was her or him. And he was like, "Why? Why am I a dog? I'm not. Why am I not human?" And then they had to put the dog on antidepressants because it just laid around sad because it found out it was a dog.
It needs to be around other dogs if that was the case.
it got a complex. Like, I should have thumbs and shit.
Like, wouldn't that be crazy if dogs like see themselves as just humans and like they don't get like think about that.
That seems
Just
like that seems like pre-programmed responses.
no, because it's kind of like what what's his name does the guy in the wheelchair,
Stephen
what's his
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's kind of
the difference is he understands the language. He didn't have to learn a new language to use the machine.
Right. And the
well, but
dogs are
this
pushing pre-programmed like phrases and stuff. Right. So like, how did it have? Why am I not human on the?
I mean, it would be hard to dismiss it. It'd be hard to dismiss it if the depression is new after the conversation. But
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Meth said though. Like it happened
yeah,
after the dog saw the.
it'd be hard to dismiss it. But at the same time, it's a foreign language to the dog.
Yeah, bottom line though, that dog doesn't get around other dogs enough because as soon as the dog gets around some other butts to sniff, be excited again. Oh, what did you eat? Oh, what is
you
this?
know that sounds like that's coming from personal experience. Whose ass have you been sniffing?
I've been to a lot of dog parks, man. I sniffed a lot of dog
Sniffing
butts.
asses?
Yeah.
You've been sniffing.
Damn, Brenda, that's I mean, I don't mean to be a dick, but that's kind of a harsh way to look at that.
I think she's right though. People do kind of act like, "Oh, where have you been?" Or like I would say in a similar way, people will like ignore you for years, and then they finally and they see you talk to you 10 years later or whatever. Oh man, that's too bad. You're having this problem or whatever. Like
I was
he's about to
talking
die.
about my dog is 5, but I'm okay with it because I will die first.
Oh,
In that case, like that's a helpless animal, and you're going to go before it and leave it to.
self-defeating. Well, she's got family. I'm sure that would be the case. Well, my mom got a puppy recently, and I'm like, you can't, like, she really can't handle the puppy. Like, the puppy is becoming not well trained because she can't really train it.
Yeah,
And she's like a ferocious fucking Tasmanian devil.
you got to have
But
somebody else come in and help train the dog at that point.
yeah, well, she doesn't have the money for that, so I can help when I can, but it sucks.
You take in the dog for a few months, get it trained up,
I
send
told
it
her
back
I'm
to
going
me.
to. She had this like part of her ceiling fall down inside of the house, and in her bedroom, she said when she has that fixed,
Hey,
she's gonna ask me to hold on to her, the puppy.
You can put in some work and send the puppy back rehabilitated.
Well, I hate to say it, guys, and I'm sure some of you disagree with me, but capital punishment, I believe, works if it's done correctly and with you know, I
so
don't
you're
know,
saying kill the dog?
Yeah,
no.
if you have to define capital
Is
punishment here,
is 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 it corporal punishment? What is it? No, like
corporal
where you
punishment. There you go.
where you
Capital
actually
punishment
hold on. I
is
gotta look this up. Is it only death? Is capital punishment only death? I didn't know
Look
that.
up the definition. I don't know. I mean, when you, the way you said it sounded like, dude, we're euthanizing this dog because it didn't listen.
It's a legal
corporal
term, so it's not.
punishment. I would agree. I would say, yeah, that makes more sense.
It is the death penalty. Okay, so is corporal punishment just
That's like
like
stern, strict, rule based.
physical
Yep.
punishment? Okay, yeah. Well, okay. I had my C's mixed up. Cunt punishment,
The
is that
dog
right?
pees and put the nose in the pee and shit. Like,
I don't like go and like really shove his nose into it, but I get him damn close enough to where he knows what the hell he's looking at.
honestly,
I've
in that
shoved
case
her.
too, I think that if you are gonna do something like that, it has to be done right after the dog does it, because within minutes the dog doesn't even remember he did it, and now he's just got his nose shoved and shit. Like, what the fuck is this about? Like,
Well, I mean, he knows it's his. That's for sure. Like, well, why is he shoving on my face in my own shit? Like, I don't know. It takes them time to figure things out, just like human babies. So if it's happening over a long period of time, you definitely got to try something else. See, Sprout will poop in the house if I leave him alone too long. Like he he's very like what's the word? He gets pissed off if I'm so he'll find something to do that he knows he's not supposed to do, like chew on something or whatever. Only if I've like been on my show for like 2 or 3, like close to somewhere between 2 and 3 hours, and he's like, "Bitch, you should be done by now." He does something. Yeah, I don't know why they would even say that. Like, who even makes up the term capital punishment? Like, if it just means one thing, like one word to mean another word. Like, we do that in some other ways too. Like, it's so stupid. Well, we have to make
that's
another
just
word to mean another word.
politically correct way to say it, because like death penalty is like a harsh sounding term.
Unaliving penalty. Release penalty. I don't know. But just saying punishment feels like, okay,
Well,
learn your
I have a
lesson.
question.
Learn your lesson.
well, no, that punishment, that's, you're thinking like a rehabilitation or something.
a
Death penalty
question.
is strictly punishment.
I have a question. Question. We might have talked about this, But I read a story recently about a guy that was sentenced to death, right? And while he was in prison, he died of natural causes. But they took him out of they were taking him out of the prison, and medics kept working on him. He came back to life. He's arguing that he served his sentence because he died in prison.
Hey,
Yeah.
He came out of prison, came back to life. Now he should no longer be locked up.
I think he's got a pretty good case there. If they didn't sentence him to multiple life sentences, then I think he has a pretty solid case there.
I like the
I
idea.
think he lost,
Go ahead.
but I would think so too.
Yeah, I would think so. But unless you would think they'd have like some more written like what happens if that happens, because I don't know, the electricity.
Well, no, I don't
doesn't
think he
always
does
kill you.
actually have a case because a life sentence is equivalent to a certain amount of years.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not actually till you die. It's a life sentence in each state. Like in some states, it's 25 years. In some states, it's 40 years. It actually has a year equivalent attached to it.
He wasn't sentenced to life. He was sentenced to death.
Death penalty. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
But to Bean's point, though, maybe he still had years left that he was supposed to serve before. I don't know.
Also, when you're sentenced to the death penalty, you're sentenced to the death penalty in a certain type of way. So, death by electric chair, death by firing squad. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't death by heart attack.
Right.
It'd be an interesting case to watch, but I don't think he's going to win that.
What? How did he get? How was he? How was he killed there? Mess? Was it electric chair?
What if he like grabbed the electric outlet?
You can look up the story. Look up the story. Man, like type it in, like how I said it. Man tries to avoid death penalty after dying in prison.
I think it's an interesting case that's gonna keep him alive for a little while until it's figured out, and probably give him some good entertainment. But eventually, he's hitting that chair.
The AI first says a man surviving the death penalty is a hypothetical scenario discussed in a Reddit thread where a character repeatedly survives execution attempts.
No, that's a different one.
Let's see, a man's. So
he had a heart attack or something. He died of some other cause.
Natural causes.
Unrelated to his actual.
I see.
Yeah, it was unrelated to the actual putting him to death.
But he's arguing that he served his sentence because he died in prison.
Yeah. I'd say you'd have to look into what he was actually sentenced to. Like, was he just sentenced to death, or was he sentenced to death by way of...
Benjamin Schreiber, a convicted murderer serving a life sentence in Iowa, argued that his sentence was fulfilled after he briefly died in 2015 due to septic poisoning from kidney stones. He claimed that since he had technically died and been resuscitated, he had served his life sentence. However, courts rejected his argument, stating that Iowa law requires individuals convicted of Class A felonies to serve the rest of their natural life in prison, regardless of medical events like temporary cardiac arrest.
Okay, so it was a life sentence, and in a way, yeah. Okay.
The Iowa Court of Appeals ruled that Schreiber.
Well, it wasn't a life sentence. It was sentenced to death. So no matter how he goes, he will be in there until his natural life is over. Whether they kill him or he's in there for the rest of his life.
That means when you're reborn in your next life, you have to go back to prison.
I actually watched this case where this judge sentenced the guy to it was 9 life sentences, and he's like, and if something happens where you die and you're reborn into another body, you will be hunted down for escape.
Wow. I watch a lot of anime where like it's a big thing now where like being reincarnated into some other life where you've got, like abilities or whatever. And so it's just all over. Now it's spilled over into like uh live action. So like there's all these, you might see it on Facebook where there's these like live action like series that are basically just copies of that same genre. A guy gets reborn, he's like forced into figuring this whole new world out, and it's, yeah, he doesn't tell anyone about his past life knowledge, and yeah.
Oh
You
shit,
seen
I
that,
left my
Shane?
light.
Maybe something else. Oh, yeah, same minute. Very funny. Three gay men in the box. No. These are three different boxes, Timothy.
I'm
You
on a
might be
boat.
you're looking
I'm
at
in a
one
box.
box with three boxes. So that's four boxes total. Apparently, scientists claim they've destroyed 5 different similar universes. Whoops! By some oopsies. Whoops!
Scientists claim a lot of shit, you know?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Like,
like people were posting about Trump saying, "Oh, what happened to global warming?" Because he's making a joke because of how cold it is outside, and then of course people will have to respond with like, "Well, it doesn't discount." It's like, you're going to tell me that the 100-year predictions of scientists who can't predict tomorrow's weather are anywhere accurate? Like I'm supposed to be in this blizzard right now, and it's cold outside, but there's no snow outside at all. I'm in this big snow zone, this big storm that's supposed to happen. I don't know. Didn't happen.
you see my post about the protest in Minnesota?
Mm-mm.
So they're out there marching in -20 in Minnesota. Now you're all ice, aren't you?
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I remember training in Wisconsin in the middle of winter before us to go overseas. Like our last this 3-month training before actually going overseas was in like -20 degrees in Wisconsin, and it was so cold that we could only allowed to go outside for like 15 minutes at most, and we had all this gear on, like heavy military hypothermic gear, and I had this water, like Camelback full of water, to have my water ready, and it would be frozen by the time I'd come back inside in like 15 minutes with the heat of my body and stuff, and it still would be frozen. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck that. You wouldn't catch me out there. And the post that I was like that prompted me to say that was saying, uh, out here marching in 20-degree weather, the right doesn't have the balls to do it. We're not that dumb. Like, what are you proving? You're out there fucking marching. What has changed by all these fucking marches and protests and all that shit? Hey,
See,
what have you done?
Like
it's
not that I want it, but what would be funny is that they brought out fire hoses on these -20-degree days. And
Turn them into fucking ice pickles.
You want to?
that's like throwing a snowball that's got a ball of ice in the middle. Yeah, so I think protests have had an evolution just like a lot of other things where we needed it. It was a new thing, it was revolutionary, it was like helpful, and then it gets to the point where it's so big of a thing where it's like so like corporatized or sort of taken over by people that want to use it for different things. And now
Yeah,
it's the point
it's
where it's
just
been
become like
corrupted.
trendy now.
Well, not just trendy, but there's all this like psychological information on how to there's tons of psychological information on how to control people, but then mobs in specifically mobs of people, it's a different animal. It's a different thing. And there are all these sort of ways to like manipulate a big group of people without anyone really noticing.
Yeah,
And like just this whole like thing where if they get somebody to be violent so they can just pop in and they can maybe like move a barricade a little bit, and then
yeah,
this next idiot's going to bump into it, to open it bigger, and then before you know it everyone's flooding through there, and
Yeah.
it's like all it takes is a little nudge in some of these, or like if the crowd is moving in one way, all you have to do is get up in front of it and be like and like kind of direct it in one way or other without saying anything, you know, all
Yeah.
this stuff
Yeah,
about it.
behavior patterns. People can map those out and create chaos just by simple, like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
saying, nudging you're just
Well,
like
When you're
an inch or two, and then pushing somebody, and then that gets more people to walk
also
through it, like you're saying.
when it's a large group like that and everybody's acting in unison, it's easy to get everybody to fall into mob mentality because they feel like they're not individualized anymore. They are the group.
mob
So what the
thinking
group
is
does,
different,
we
yeah.
do.
You sort of like get into this wavelength happening around you, and it's like you're all connected, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you're just
it's
going
pretty.
with the flow of what the group mentality is doing. You could get good people to do some pretty evil shit that way.
I mean, Timothy, there's probably some kind of like, I know there's some tech out there that use sound vibrations like to get you to feel sick or to get you to go insane.
That's
But
what
I
they
don't think
used
it's
in
needed in a crowd of people. It's just to
that's what they
psychological.
used in Venezuela.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
there
get
was
Maduro.
stories. They had stories from the people that they overtook, talking about how that, like, they didn't know what it was. All of a sudden, they just started getting sick, vomiting, blood, bleeding from the ears
Yeah.
and nose.
They heard this sound inside their head that was driving them fucking crazy. They didn't know they couldn't like function,
Well,
and it
that's
was a weapon deployed by the U.S.
it doesn't sound fun, but it sounds a lot less violent and a lot less death than maybe
Yeah,
otherwise.
Yeah,
it incapacitated them to where they couldn't even pick up their weapons to defend themselves. They said these
Nice.
soldiers walked right in, took over.
I'm surprised I
After
haven't heard
that.
it's
about this.
cool
I've
that
been
we
kind of
have
keeping
that.
my. Go ahead.
It's cool that we have that technology, but to Shane's point, it's scary. Like to
Hell rad.
that they could decide to use it to disperse crowds or even like control masses. Like
Why is that scary? They've got nuclear weapons already. Why is it more scary for a less lethal thing?
Because of the mind
we
control
can
aspect
defend
of it.
ourselves. I think we could defend ourselves up to a certain point against weapons. We can't defend ourselves when you're completely shutting down my mind and body.
That's a weapon still.
Well, sure, but
So that's
like
contradictory. Like if
firepower
it's
and
still
shit
a
like that
thing,
is. I mean,
yeah, but
it's
You can hide.
terrifying. It's terrifying seeing them having nukes too, but they're not going to turn a nuke on their own people. That's. I don't think we worry about the threat of our own government dropping a nuke on our own
would they
people.
bomb buildings of their own people to in order to pass certain,
Sure,
reaching legislation that causes us to lose more of our freedoms?
sure, but I don't think that anything that they're going to do is going to be damaging to the point where it's going to wipe us all out. I think we're still the people that are left can make the assessment of what happened and still decide to have an uprising. But if you're deploying something that's completely shutting down the masses' brains and bodies and shit, they don't stand a chance.
And with bullets and stuff like that, you can hide behind the wall and avoid it. With this mind control shit, you can't hide from it. You're sitting here, all of a sudden they get to a certain wavelength where they control the way you think and make you think that God is talking to you and telling you this is the way you need to believe. That's fucking dangerous, because now you got a whole mass of people that are brainwashed into a certain way of belief to do a certain thing. That's
Well,
more
I see
dangerous.
your point, Mess, but this situation here, so far, everyone's saying it's just incapacitation, like it's not giving you a message. It's just
That's what
like
they use.
so.
No, that's how they used it. But there are ways to use it to control. There's already been discussion how scientists have talked. There's ways to use these vibrations to create voices inside of people's heads to make them think that their God is talking to them. Like
And
they're
I think
getting down.
that definitely has to be possible too, because you have these like you ever see them things where it's like a lollipop, and when you put it in your mouth, you hear the music in your head. All that is a smaller version of that same vibration.
Vibration, yeah. Well, because our
Yeah,
voice, that's why our voice sounds different in our head, because the sound is emanating from inside of the skull, and it
Yeah.
sounds different than when it's recorded. But I would argue, I'll push back on some of this, but I'll argue that we already have like I said, there's already like I remember the story that Obama had this think tank in order to control people, or to how they put it was like uh, to study like how to manipulate the masses or whatever. And they've been doing that for a long, long time. And now I would just say that this is probably the next evolution of that, because there is this sort of like pinnacle coming where they're not able to do that as much anymore with like just using religion or politics to control us like they were for so long. And now it's unraveling to the point where but actually it might be a good thing, because they might make mistakes. They're going to mess up because
Yeah,
they're rushing this now. They're like, oh
but
shit, we gotta get on top of this thing, and they're just they're gonna mess up, I think.
even with that though, people have the ability to ignore the signs and go with their better judgment. In a case where they're completely infiltrating your body and mind, I think that puts the government at an unfair advantage over the people. I don't
There's
think the
always
people
counter
should.
technology though. Look at speed radars. Every time a new speed radar that comes out for the police that's better, then there's a new freaking radar detector that comes out.
Yeah, but you think they're going to
So
legalize something that allows you to
I don't think radar
counteract
detectors
that
are
signal?
legal, are they?
Well, no,
Some
but
states.
is there? I don't think in most states they're illegal, but um, either way, that's not something that they're going to crack down on to the fullest extent. Like, yeah, you want to block the radar for the
No,
speeding trap, whatever. Like,
that,
when we catch you, we'll charge you. But something that's going to block a weapon to that extreme, like, you're not even allowed to
It
have
might be
fucking
illegal.
bulletproof vests in most
they
states.
taught us about they taught us about this for years in movies, dude. We all got tinfoil. Just wrap it around your head.
Let's sit inside a Faraday cage with mattresses all around you in all four corners, like sound absorbing devices. You're sitting in silence, like you don't even hear, like you can't even hear yourself think in the silence like that.
Yeah, but yeah, they don't even allow, like, bulletproof vests are illegal in a bunch of states and shit. Like,
People have them. That's my point. I'm not saying it's going to be a legal thing, but people will come up with like ways to fight that. Physical, or like physical will still end up trumping it. Although maybe not. To Mess's point, if they can just get one person mind controlled who's already part of the resistance, we'll say, to infiltrate or whatever, and then boom, you got your inside person, and then they can open the doors and let Darth Vader in.
2 minutes.
to we were talking about all of this the other day, and like infiltrating your head with like putting different
1
thoughts in
minute.
your head and stuff like that. But they were saying that would be like an individualized thing. Like each person they would put the thoughts in your head that you're susceptible to for control. But I don't know how possible that is. Like, I would think that it would be more of a mass thing. Like, we're
If they could
sending
do it on mass, it would have to
them.
be. It would have to be not coming from you. It would have to be, to Mess's point about God. It would be like it would be suddenly be a message from God to everyone instead of
Yeah,
being
it would,
personalized. It would be like,
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
talking to all
I
of you
don't
because
see.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how they could do
Which
it
one is
personalized to each individual.
Which one is the right one, Bean? Bean, which one is the right graphic? The second
bottom.
one, third to last
The-
one, or the bottom?
No, the last one. 18 seconds.
I got you.
There it is.
Fire in the hole! It's 420!
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot I cleaned the rig.
It's dab time.
I got some pretty sugar.
You are pretty, sugar.
I gotta be careful. I almost dropped that.
Yeah, that's the worst when you go to show it off and it's like, whoops.
Yeah, especially sugar if you have carpet. Oh.
You'll be smoking Parmesan cheese before you know it.
Either way, I got a cat. I'm not eating, or I'm not smoking anything that falls on the floor.
That cat's gonna get
If
fucked
you
up.
dropped the whole glob, you would pick up most of it.
Nah, there'd be
Depends on
too
how
much
clean the
hair
cat
in
is.
it. No matter how much you sweep and fucking mop and vacuum and all that shit, cat hair is everywhere.
Yeah, same with my dogs. I have a husky, although I do need to brush her more often. Just need to break down and do it. Beep, beep,
Hold on a second, my son's calling.
bzzz. Well, Mess, what's the temperature over there? It's got to be pretty cold where you're at too.
Like 20 degrees if I'm lucky. I don't know.
Something like down in that way. Yeah, okay.
It's like I got the heater on in here. We're up to 50.
Oh wow, you're sitting in 50 degrees, chilling right now.
But it's near a heater, so it's kind of warm 50.
I guess it's shit. I don't know what to see. See
But
what
y'all
it
aren't
is.
even getting, it's supposed to be snowing there right now, and you're not getting nothing.
Yeah, we were looking at this map. Everyone was all scared about it yesterday on the show. Like, oh, it's gonna have this big, or not yesterday, but Thursday. Oh, it's gonna be this crazy. And I don't know. Maybe some places did see a crazy ice storm down south. It was supposed to be bad down south, but it just got really cold. I think it was just a temperature drop.
That'd be nice if that's what happened here.
It's 4 degrees. Did you have snow?
Too. Not
Yeah.
yet. We're supposed to get it tonight.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to start snowing like in the middle of the night, early morning, and then supposed to last pretty much almost a day. Yeah, fuck you,
Yeah.
Cider. Funny there, I get it. It's fucking cold here, dude.
Bright and sunny. Is it? He's probably got snow too. He gets lots of snow.
We were talking to him. He was up here yesterday. It was sunny and fucking. It looked nice. He's out there in Western, like up near California, above California and Washington and shit. It's nice up there
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, definitely has a different. I think Glenn is over that direction.
Yeah, but Cider, dude, we're supposed to get like a week of it, not even getting above 20. That's the worst part. After this snow and ice, it's not supposed to get above 20 degrees for another week.
The winter lasts longer up there too, for sure. Like that might be that's a big difference. Like we might get colder temperature at one point, but not for 3 months. Like it's
Yeah,
winter here for a good 3 months, but there's points when it was 70 degrees, even though
Yeah, we're
normally
definitely getting a taste. We're definitely getting a taste of Canada this week. It's going to be cold,
Yeah.
like a month.
it's 4 degrees here. Is what I just looked up. I don't know what the wind chill is.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like in a couple days. It's supposed to get down into single digits right after the ice and shit. Like
You did get some
that's
snow,
the
Brenda?
only thing that's stopping the ice and shit is it's supposed to get up to like 32 degrees right at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it's going to all dry up after that.
I just dropped my carb cap.
But then it's going to get
Mid-dab.
cold as shit.
Can't drop your carb cap in mid dab, dude. That sucks.
There is no snow. My grass is green. The motherfucking cherry blossoms are going right now. For the first time in like 60 years, it's the earliest the cherry blossoms have come, which is a
The
bad
middle-
thing at the end of the day because anything that's blossoming right now is probably going to go rotten. It's probably going to get fucked up by the cold when it does snap again. But yeah, it's beautiful here.
Nice. It's sunny here. It's just fucking cold.
Yeah, it's sunny here. It's cold, but it's getting ready to snow and drop some shit on us. We're supposed to get like 20 hours worth of snow and then freezing rain.
Mother Nature
the
just
end of-
wanted to give America a taste of what they're trying to take.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I'm hoping the freezing rain misses us. I'm hoping the freezing rain misses us.
I touched the nerve the other day with that Canada conversation, and now he won't let it go.
What's that?
I touched the nerve with that conversation the other day, and now you won't drop it.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking bull dyke.
What's wrong with black eyes, Shane? Are you racist?
It's not, you know what? It's nothing with the color of it. It's that it's so damn sneaky. You know, you don't see black ice and next thing you know, you're in a lake. You know, it's just, it's sneaky.
I don't think
He
you're
said
saying
black
anything
eye.
to defend the racism. It's not about the color of them. It's just that they're sneaky.
Not black eye.
Oh, I thought you said black ice. Yeah, you don't see it. You never see it on the road. That shit gets you. You know what I'm saying? It just creeps up on you. Next thing you know, you're in a lake, bro.
And it's like,
the reason,
how do you
Yeah, exactly.
the reason I say this is because my buddy Shane Pick, I'll never forget, he stole his parents' fucking station wagon back when we were kids, and he used to do it all the time. We'd be able to get up and down this road and back. We'd never get caught. We hit a fucking patch of black ice, and he put his parents' fucking station wagon in the lake. That was fun to explain.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Brenda said you can't see black ice because it doesn't smile.
Whoa.
That's Brenda saying that.
Whoa. Brenda, your name kind of makes sense to be saying that. You know, I would expect that from a Brenda. You know? No, I'm joking.
Dude, I like it. I'm not saying.
That's a
Damn.
funny skit though. Like, it's not about the color; it's just they're sneaky, and then you're like, well, but how can you tell it apart from the other eyes? Because it's black. That's the punchline.
When I lived in the group homes, I was in an all black group home, and we play flashlight tag at nighttime. All I'd have to do was just recite good jokes, and I'd find everybody. And all I had to do was get them to laugh, and I'd be like, "Oh, there's DeMarco right fucking there. I see you,
Marco.
I recognize those teeth.
Yo, that reminds me, like, growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in, I mean, there literally wasn't very many white people. And you'd be driving down the road and everybody's friendly. They wave at each other and shit, right? You have motherfuckers standing in their screen doors. All you'd see is the palm of a hand waving in the teeth. Shit. And I'm not even saying this out of like racist context. It's literally like what I grew up around, right? And it's fucking priceless. Love it.
Y'all are racist.
Yeah, no. I can't deal with this shit.
No, don't make me say my line. I'm not racist. I got a black kid inside.
I think that's the most racist thing somebody could say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not racist. I got a black friend.
Yeah. Fucking old square glasses Antifa mom over here. Yeah.
I'm not racist. I love Hootie and the Blowfish.
There he is. You went full country. A lot of people go full country. It's so crazy. Darius Rucker, you have like that was a while ago though, but now you got like Post Malone, Jelly Roll, fucking everybody's.
Jelly Roll was always country.
Yeah, but
he
hold
had
on.
harder stuff though. He had like rap.
A couple of those, yeah, they've changed their style. But what was the first one you were talking about? I completely drew a blank.
Darius Rucker from Hootie and the
Darius
Blowfish
Rucker.
went to-
It was the
solo.
it's the same thing though. It's not like he changed the style of the music that he did. He did the same music, called it country.
He just changed the guitar, like the changed the guitar background, the
But-
sound in the background.
Yeah,
What
like-
about Aaron Lewis? What about Aaron Lewis?
Jelly Roll literally grew up at the Grand Ole Opry. Like that's
Right.
where this guy grew
He at
up.
least has an
like,
excuse, right? Like I've
You know,
heard him tell
it's-
that story for sure.
yeah, and he's now a member of it. He's now like
Who?
completely in
Jelly
there.
Roll?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
What about
I
Aaron Lewis?
honestly, I was like the biggest Jelly Roll fan. Like I jammed out to nothing but Jelly Roll. Since he went country, I don't even know any of his songs. Like I just don't like. I like Jelly Roll for the rap, for
They're a
the
little
storytelling that like.
That's kind of how I thought about Aaron Lewis. Like I was like, I'm not going to like this concert because I'm not going to know any of the music. But he did a lot of songs I knew,
Yeah,
surprising, that were country, and he also did his Stain songs just with country, like just acoustic. You know what I mean?
yeah, but he doesn't. You don't even need the band to do most of the Stain song.
Yeah, and it sounds like half of it sounds better than just acoustic, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'll say it. Out of all the artists that flip flop the most, there's one we all know, and he's the biggest flip flopper in music. This guy's gone from rap to fucking rock to pop to this to that. If MGK becomes a fucking country singer, I quit music. I'm over. It's over. It's done. I quit.
that dude is such a fucking like talentless hack. I don't like. He's only popular because of his antics, I think. Because he's a wild and crazy dude. Like he puts on good shows, but like
No,
he can't.
no. He's wild because he kicked a heroin addiction, and through his addiction, like through kicking that addiction, started rapping. So like that's where a lot of his first name comes from. Is he's that fucking bum on the street that had an heroin addiction that fucking kicked it and made something of himself. And that's where his original hype came from. He's got that addict story.
Yeah.
He also does collabs with other big artists. Like I've seen him with Jelly Roll, and like so like that's smart of anybody really.
He's just the most successful ADHD person there is. What he's got successful off of ADHD. He just goes from one thing to another to another to another.
I think he's the Kid Rock of today. He's today's Kid Rock.
That's not fair to say. Kid Rock never sung any original songs. Kid Rock always sung everyone else's songs. He was a fucking performer, not an artist. There's a
Kid Rock did every style of music.
MGK writes everything he sings. Kid Rock didn't. There's a big
Kid Rock did every style of music just like him, and it was only famous for his antics. He wouldn't have been famous if he didn't live that wild lifestyle.
And Kid Rock was in Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I think it's the same type of situation though. I don't care if they wrote their own music or not. They're only famous for their antics, and they don't have like a really solid foundation. They don't. What?
You can't compare an artist to a performer. They're two different people.
But he's saying that
MGK is a performer, is what I'm saying.
He's saying that antics is what made them famous, though. It wasn't either of their talents. Neither one of them were talented, and they were just their antics is what got them famous and kept them famous.
They're both.
I can honestly
they both did every style of music because they never actually had any talent in any genre. They just did whatever the fucking flavor of the month was. Right now, all right, pop's popular, so let me do a pop album. Right now, country's popular. Let me do a country album. Everybody's into fucking back in the day. Everybody's into Run DMC. All right, let me do a rap album. That's what Kid Rock did. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
it's just capturing the flavor of the month.
I just think there's no comparison. If you compare the numbers between the two, MGK, I may not like that he jumps around Janiers like he does, but I mean, he fucking slays them, and his numbers say it garbage. But his numbers, that's a personal opinion. You know what I mean? Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. Like his numbers are fucking big.
Yes, but I'm saying so is Kid Rock's, but it wasn't for the fucking music. They're popular because of their antics.
I'd be willing to bet that MGK is the bigger artist than numbers at this point.
But he's just like the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan Paul. He just got famous just because he was famous on it, like because of his
Yeah,
like what he did, the stunts that he pulled. Like I
I
get what
can't name
being
a
said.
single MGK song, but like I know his
I think
whole fucking
ladies like
story.
him. I think he's like, appealing to the ladies.
He does good, man. He does fucking good.
He's got
I mean, I'm not hating
hair.
on the guy, dude. I'm not hating on the guy. I mean, he did it. He live your life, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, Kid Rock, he smashed Pamela. That was his big fucking thing. And MGK is doing blood rituals with fucking Megan Fox. Like,
I'm not saying one or the other is better or whatever. I'm just comparing what made them famous. I'm comparing why they were famous in the first place.
Have you seen her lately? What's her name?
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking too
a
good.
completely different person.
Different person. Yeah.
But she's all natural. You got to give it to her. She's all natural now. She doesn't put on the makeup and do any of that shit. Like that's her. When you see her, that's the real her now.
Well, she had to look like a real Karen, you see, and that's what she's done. Is she's gone 100% Karen as one of the lead spokespeople for PETA, and she looks like a fucking Karen, 100%.
She was in a movie
I mean,
too.
She's not like disgustingly ugly, but she, like you said, she looks like a Karen.
The new Naked Gun movie.
Her face looks like a repacked airbag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might do the job.
She looks like you're supposed to look at fucking 67. How old is she? It's like 60-some years old.
She's old.
Yeah, sure.
She looks like you're supposed to look at that age. All these other women out here walking around looking like fucking 30 at 60. That's all fake. It's all fake.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying she looks bad. She just looks different.
Yeah, she looks like every other 60-year-old we saw when we were kids because they were all fucking real people.
Are you fucking kidding me? What generation were you born in, buddy? All the 60-year-olds when I was a kid had a fucking tint of blue in their hair, white hair, and
they were like fucking normal,
like little granny.
people.
They didn't have their titties hanging out and their coochies fucking flapping around like the 60-year-olds.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that back in our day, we saw what real people looked like. Now, when you look around, all these 60-year-olds look like they're fucking 30, and but it's all fake. Like he's saying, Pamela Anderson's just doing the real thing, and it's not that she's ugly. She just looks like a real fucking 60-year-old. Like. She's still got the fake tits and all that shit, but I think she dresses pretty modestly now. Like
some of us age different, right? A lot of people don't guess that I'm 40.
A lot of people don't believe that I'm 27.
I don't believe it either.
What the fuck happened?
I fucking don't believe it either.
I read an article about this where they're finding out that gray hair might be your body's way of fighting cancer.
You went silent. What'd you say?
I did.
For me, anyway. I didn't hear the last part.
I think Mess got it.
I heard him. Gray hair might be your body's way of fighting cancer.
That's what they're saying. So there's more to it, but I read about it. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't because gray and white hair can come at young ages, and it's linked to trauma, and like PTSD, like bad shit. Watching your parents get murdered, you might fucking grow a little patch of white hair. Like it's legit shit.
Well, maybe that could actually almost lead to the point that all this stuff you already have cancer in your body. It's just how it's activated and stuff, and maybe it's being activated with the stress and all this stuff, and your body's actually fighting it off and slowly taking the nutrients and stuff from the different parts of your body, and you see that through the hair.
I'd have to look it up again, but basically it's only got a tiny correlation. It's not even. It was some kind of like, oh look, we found this thing that actually might be just one reason that you get gray hair. So I'll look it up, but it's.
But like we said earlier, scientists claim a lot of shit. They're out here claiming shit and like
They can though. That's their
They
job.
used to claim that they used to claim that smoking was good for you when tobacco companies paid them to say that.
But that's scientists are much like the weatherman. They can be wrong every day and still keep their job, right? Everything's a hypothesis, you know?
yeah, they put these crazy claims out into the ether for everybody to see. Like
Straight up. But it's a hypothesis. You gotta catch that, right? It's probably the last word in the 8-page document, document.
scientists say, which scientists? Some fucking pre-grad over at fucking the local college. Like,
Actually, scientists from the University of Tokyo published in Natural Cell Biology. Go ahead, Mess.
Brenda said, I got gray hair from my marriage and most of it turned back brown after I left the trauma. I said, no, that was just hair dye.
Yeah, that
Stop lying.
It was. I feel bad for the man that you blamed that on. That's very selfish.
No, dude, my gray came when I had my son. Like, I didn't have any gray in my beard at all until I had a son, and he started stressing me out, and then it slowly came in over the years.
my gray is starting to come in the beard right now.
Is it weird that I look for them? I don't get them yet. I'm excited to find one. Like I go through it all, and I don't get them yet.
I've been getting them in my beard, but I haven't seen them on my head yet.
Mess, share that screen in, would you? It's from
Do right?
I shared a screen in the back.
I don't know how to do that.
I got it.
Okay, well, it's just about the research in 2025 from the University of Tokyo has uncovered an intriguing connection between gray and white hair and the body's defense against cancer, specifically melanoma or skin cancer. The key players are melanocyte cells.
Can you zoom in at all?
Stem cells. Say again.
Can you zoom in at all?
That's interesting. So is it like the body's taking the melanin from your hair to put it elsewhere in your body to be able to fight the cancers? Like, I mean, it sounds crazy.
That's what I was just saying.
But what they're putting here is pretty much that. That's interesting, to be honest.
Yeah. That's what I just said, wasn't it?
Well, not in those words. Maybe in like 3 like backwoods hillbilly words. But
I think you just put exactly what I said into the
it's the stem cells. There we are. There's what we want right there. When these stem cells detect significant DNA damage, the body faces a fork in the road decision. Oh, okay. In one scenario, the damaged cells can continue dividing improperly. This raises the risks of them turning cancerous and okay. In others, this area process definition. Stress-induced permanent definition or shutdown. They stop acting like stem cells, exit the normal renewal cycle, and deplete the pool of pigment-producing cells. This causes the hair to gray or white. That's fucking interesting. I mean, that's hard to argue with. That's interesting.
In short, gray and white cells or hair can be a visible byproduct or scar of the body's successful treating or neutralizing.
So you're telling me. So what you're telling me is I should go get checked for skin cancer.
No, the reason I brought it up was because you said you were 20-something, and I was like, that's because you fought off a bunch of cancer, but none of you knew this the story I read about it. So I'm like,
yeah. So that's the study. Like, if you have it in a young age, there might be a case study. But at an older age, where you're starting to obviously degenerate, if you will, yeah.
I wonder if it's also like ones and twos, like a single hair here and there that you don't even notice is a gray or white hair. It's like, oh, over on my arm or whatever, and it falls out. Like maybe that happens to us throughout our body. Like like doesn't have to be our head actually turning gray, but like that crazy shoulder hair you grow once in a while.
Good point. I gotta comb through my pubes. Maybe I'll find my gray hair there.
Gotta look deeper.
Yeah.
We gotta look deeper.
It's in my pubes.
I found one. I finally found one.
It's on the bottom of my nutsack, boys. It took me 3 hours to find it.
I shaved my pubes all except for the gray ones. I leave those.
How do you process
mowing around one hair?
What is your process? How do you single out the gray ones and make sure you don't cut them?
With a
They're
straw.
all
I,
they're all
I tape them up. I tape them up and I shave around them.
you pick them up.
You got that blue
I mean,
tape, the
as
blue
soon as-
painter's
as
tape
soon
around
As
it.
soon as Bean said a straw, my brain completely got that. Like I literally seen in my head hairs going into the end of the straw, and then you know what I mean?
Totally. I can see that.
I just got patches of gray everywhere.
You cut the straws in half so that way you can feed his hair through. You know.
Yeah, instead of using that,
Use a boba straw. You know what I'm saying? Them big fat straws.
and instead of using like the regular clippers, you got to get that nose hair clippers like a weed whacker and get around it all nice and clean.
I
Definitely
said
use
that once.
scissors.
For $1 million, if somebody put $1 million in my crypto account, I agreed. I said for $1 million, I will go on make a video trying to shave my pubes with a whippersnapper.
That's a whippersnapper.
Oh, you know, the whippersnapper. You know what a whippersnapper is? It's that fucking thing there. And you do the bushes. It's got those pieces of wire that come
Wow.
up and spin.
A weed eater?
We called it a whippersnapper up here, bud.
Oh, whatever.
It's called a whippersnapper, bud. It is. I wish.
Fucking
Go ahead.
Canadian.
Somebody pull up Waylon, please. Google
believe you.
whippersnapper. Just no.
Or
I'm just
live
saying.
snapper.
Okay.
Just for
I'm going.
for laughs sakes. Google whippersnapper. I swear it's gonna come up as what the same thing.
Whipper
gonna
snapper
come
came
up.
up.
You fucking with you. That's gonna be a porn. That's a
It'd
porn search. Don't
it'd
let him
be
fuck
No,
with
no,
you.
I got
SNIPPER,
it. They have it on Amazon.
and it's a weed eater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whipper
perfect.
snipper.
Okay, I'm not crazy. See,
Is it a brand or is it like what they call it?
I'm sharing it in right now. Sharing.
It's
Ta-da!
probably Canada's version of weed eater brand.
You can see what I typed in at the top, and
there it is, the old whippersnapper, bud, right there. They got Black and Decker one there too. Look at that.
but the actual like description is calling a weed trimmer, weed whacker. Like there's a lot of different descriptions, but when you type in whipper snipper, this is what comes up.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
It's-
but none of them anywhere in the description or anything says whippersnapper.
No, we call them that.
They
in
say a lot
Canada.
of different things.
Yeah.
Trimmer,
Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't
trimmer.
pick on you, Bean, because you call your dad a dunkle, right? It's just an American thing. So
Yeah.
it's something you just have to accept.
I can't figure out how to work grandpa into that word, but yeah, uncle worked.
It's a tough
Uncle
one.
Grandpa.
Tough one.
The gunkle.
Uncle Grandpa.
It's just a dunkle.
Dunkle grandpa. Grandpa Dunkle.
Oh man, a dunkle. My dad's my uncle. Isn't that a saying? Is your dad your uncle? You know what I mean? Well, you know what I mean? It's like there's a saying that goes something like that.
It's Bob's your
Yeah.
uncle, I believe.
Bob's your uncle. That's it. That's it.
We should know that. Isn't it a Canadian thing?
What?
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
He's like,
I don't
"Wait,
even
Bob
know
is
if
my
it is, honestly. I don't know.
What does it even mean?
Ah,
I've heard
Dunkle
people
Paw.
say it.
That's a good one, Brenda. Brenda says Dunkle Paw.
Uncle Pa.
Little dunkle paw. A grand uncle. That's it.
Grand-
When you that's it. Sounds like we're in the KKK and somebody's got a fucking. You know what I mean? That's their rank. You know what I mean? They're their grand uncle. Like holy fuck. Right?
He's the grand uncle. No.
I ain't fucking with that guy.
Oh,
He's
that's
definitely.
If he tells you to sit, you better hop right up on his lap.
that is some real white trash shit.
The only place you meet a grand uncle is a tool shed. Like all meetings happen in tool sheds. Like
Grand tool shed.
Oh shit.
What's this?
I'm dead. All right, I gotta go paint stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna get going too. I gotta go to an event.
Well, then we're probably gonna go too then.
Well, it
We're
started,
gonna leave before you.
it
Bean, you want
started
to go?
an hour ago.
I'm not here.
It started an hour ago, you guys. I actually was like, I'm way procrastinating. Past. All right, now that they're gone, everybody, I wanted to tell you about a couple of things. I'll take one more hit with you, and I'll get out of here. Got to drive in this cold weather. Cheers.
Where
Fire.
you going
Mike,
for an event?
probably something up.
2 different events today. One of them is an open house at Bears Bites, which is a place where they make all these dog treats with that are like a dried duck head and like a fucking spine and like these different things that are all dried parts, and the dogs love that shit, dude. It's crazy. Like dogs chewing on a fucking duck skull that's been like dried properly and all this and that. Like just but that one's going to be an open house to check out, and then later on today I'm going to at another pet related event place called Doodlekin's Barkery, where they are doing a paint your pet. I don't know if there's wine involved or not, but I have a little sippy sip if they got it. But I'm just like, cool. I'm gonna hang out, maybe to get some pictures if I can, and paint my pet. I think that'll be fun. Yeah.
Interesting.
Nothing spectacular, but it might be
Doggy
interesting.
day.
What'd you call it?
It's a doggy day.
Well, I can't really. I mean, I could take them, but it's pretty damn cold out. I don't know if I should take them. Plus, I don't know if I can. I can't handle both dogs at the. Really, well, either one. It would be a nightmare. Taking the husky might be okay, but depends on the dog she's around, and I don't want to have her in a confined area with a bunch of other dogs.
Yeah.
She may not like them.
No, and just start taking bets.
But isn't that when you do capital punishment, though?
She's well, yeah, dude. She will capital punishment some dogs, but she'll just escalate. She's a lot like her dad. She will fucking match energies. So if a dog wants to she's like in the prison yard, she's gonna stand up to the toughest other dog in the yard, so that she can establish dominance. She wants everyone to do what she wants, and if there's a toy involved, that's hers. If there's a bowl of water, that's hers too. If there's anything involved,
So you say she's a little bitch.
I guess so, man. I try. I need to get her out to the dog park more often, but obviously not right now. But it's the only way to keep your dogs acclimated to having random dogs.
You need to put that dog on Redland.
She's actually pretty chill. It's just when she gets around other dogs, she turns into a little bull. She's ready for a wrestle. She just wants to wrestle, really. She doesn't want to hurt anybody, but she wants to meet them at their at their level. She's just a dominant dog. Yeah, I call her alpha female. Yeah. Cheers. Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Can I even pack up another one?
Yeah. Just come in here making all kinds of fucking dinging and jingling and kinds of noise, and I can't fucking find it. No phone, no tablet. I don't know what the hell it is.
Phone, wallet, keys. Phone, wallet, keys. Laptop, phone, wallet, passport, keys. Laptop, phone, wallet, passport, keys. It's like saying red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. What mess?
Did you watch that video I sent you of Bert Kreischer telling a story about Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, I seen that a while ago.
That's funny shit. He's like, that guy's legend. That's how you get out of a $6,000 bar bill.
Yeah, his stories are wild. Said Will Smith. I thought Will Smith wanted to rape me.
Yeah. He said my dad told me Will Smith was gonna fuck me. Because that's what they do. They get tired of fucking young women, so they fuck young men.
That's
He
kind
said,
of
he said,
true.
he said, so Will Smith invites me to his private theater, and I'm sitting there with all these black men, and I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to fuck all these guys too? So I'm just staring at the ground. He's like, I don't know how to, he's like, so I'm just staring at the ground, and I sit in between DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith to watch this movie, and we watch this movie, and after, next day, Will's like, so what'd you think? And he's like, about what? He's like, the movie was good. He's like, no, about those other guys. He's like, what do you mean? He was like, dude, that was so and so. All these legends of the rap game, like Mob D and this and that. He's like, you said you were a fan, so I invited all of them. And he didn't even notice that he was watching a movie with all these rap legends like KRS-One and Mob D and this and that.
That's funny. Yeah,
Probably couldn't really watch a movie that like couldn't concentrate on the movie either. Like just
Yeah, because he's saying, when are these guys going to come start rubbing up on me?
All right, I gotta go on that note. See y'all later. Peace.
Yeah, he does. He has some great stories.
yeah.
Morning.
Morning. I think I'm gonna get out of here though. Go take a shower,
All right.
find some movie.
Sounds like a
Catch
plan.
you later, brother.
See you, brother.
All right, everybody.
Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420 fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire in the hole.